So, Hound,
We're back.
we're back at Uwari, and we are fixing to do the Dutchman Creek Trail. We're running a little late, so we're just now getting here, but that's okay. We have 3 days.
We'll be just fine.
We went down the other trail the last time we was here and did the overnight.
Over here.
This time we're going to be going down this way. This is the Dutchman Creek Trail. It's pretty warm already, and so that, you know what that means, though. That means we can play in the water.
Yes.
So, well, I woke up this morning and I had a little bit of stomach issue. Still got a little bit of stomach issue.
Mr. Bumblebee.
What's up, Mr. Bumblebee? And so hopefully I've gotten that took care of, and just in case, I got some toilet paper, the good kind. I'm tired. So we're gonna see what happens.
Yeah.
So, Hound, are you ready to do this?
Well, let's get to hiking.
And you know, when we do paranormal videos about this time, what do we usually say?
Cue the music.
Cue the damn music. So we'll see y'all on the trail. Peace.
So here we are, hiking up the trail, aren't we?
Yeah, it's been pretty steep so far.
Are you
And it's hot.
Feel pack heavy?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. So, as you can see, down that way is where we come from the parking lot of the Dutchman Creek trailhead. And all this way, up, and more up is where
Yeah,
we
it
gotta
seems
go.
like it's a lot more up, don't it?
So you ready? You want to film some? This way we go.
Awful damn steep. It might not look like it on this camera, but trust us, it is.
One thing for sure, Wolf, that I am noticing is there's lots of little lizards out and about.
Yeah, so you know what that
You know
means.
what that means?
Yeah, there might be lots of snaky poos out and about.
If the lizards are out and about, so are snakes. Which I do hope we see one.
Yeah, I'd like to see one.
I hope we see one. I really, really do. Because, I mean, technically, you caught your first snake of the year when I was doing yard work.
All right. Hold on a minute.
That's what I think they did.
Man, it's warm as hell out here. I look forward to get to that next creek about 1.5 miles. Splash some cool water on my face. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and put this camera up for a minute. And we will see you at our rest break spot. Peace.
Dude. Oh, that was
Man, this Dutchman Creek's trail,
that's horrible.
it's not horrible, but
Strenuous.
it's strenuous. There's a lot of steep places. I guess by now we've been hiking for about 3.5 hours, maybe. We've stopped at a couple creeks and, you know, splashed around in the water to cool down, filled up our bladders with water, not our bladders inside our bodies,
And
but our
we're
water
having
bladder.
to take a lot more rest breaks.
Yeah, we've been, because it's really hot and it's humid in these woods.
And Wolfie just got over being sick.
Yeah, so that's affected me a little. But, I mean, I'm keeping up all right. And
I swear, look at him. I
And
swear
so,
I think he's insulted.
So when we sat down here and I pulled the camera out so we could shoot this video, Hound actually had a hitchhiker.
I sure did.
So right about now is where you're going to see the hitchhiker. So cue the hitchhiker.
The hitchhiker.
So anyway, that'll be, you just saw the hitchhiker. That was the craziest thing, that lizard on top of his hat.
Hey, look, he's still right there. It's like he's insulted because I took him home.
Yeah, he's still hanging around here. Like, he's pretty cool. What, you want to come home and my cats would eat you probably,
dude.
And, I mean, he's really docile. I was petting him and
Yeah.
stuff. He wasn't trying to run away or nothing.
I think he liked the coolness of my hat.
So it is officially 3:18, and we're looking for a campsite for the night, but we need one that's close to water because we're up on the ridge now. We've been up here for a couple hours, and there is no water.
I don't care. I'm about to light up this cigarette.
So yeah, smoke them if you got them. So anyway, the water was nice and cold and refreshing.
Yeah.
You know, and I ain't gonna lie, man, I had to wash those armpits because it's hot, I'm sweating.
Oh, Wolf had to dig a bug out of my eye.
And I had to dig a bug out of Hound's eye. And
what is it with me getting shit in my eyes?
so he had a bug in his eye and a lizard on his hat. So,
well, what else? What's got to be next? A snake in my shoe when I wake up in the morning?
Know, yeah, you better hope the fuck not. Well, that would be cool if it wasn't poisonous.
Yeah, that would just be a
man,
heck
we
of
ain't
a
even
note,
seen no
though.
snakes out here.
More lizards than anything.
Oh, I've seen more lizards than they can shake a stick at, and fucking flies. And so anyway, so we just wanted to let y'all see where we was at this particular part of our backpacking trip. The packs are heavy. It ain't like it was when we was here, a month ago. You know, it was still nice and cool. There wasn't all these leaves wasn't out everywhere either. All these leaves has just popped out since we were here last time. Now it's really green.
A month or so ago, we would have soared right through this.
Oh, yeah. And on top of that, like he said, you know, I've been sick. I've been having some health issues and stuff. And so.
But we're pushing.
Well, we're pushing it. And we should be coming up on a place to camp here probably in the next hour or so, I'm hoping.
Hour or two.
Yeah, an hour or two. So somewhere with some good, cool water. So anyway, so I guess we will, the next time we see you, will be from campsite number 1.
Yep.
So peace out. So, unfortunately, we find ourselves in a strenuous situation. We've been checking and we just can't seem to make it off of this ridge. There's absolutely no water in sight. I mean, we got a little bit, but it's extremely hot and humid in these woods. So we have come to a crossroads in the trail. Dutchman Creek Trail was the trail we were on. And now we are on Super Tree Trail. And if you look right here, you see, let me zoom it in for you, Dutchman Creek Trail sign, and that sign is the super tree. Now, we know of super tree because we've seen signs for it the last time we were out here, but we also know that if we follow super tree, we know where it will go to, and we know that there is a campsite and there's water. Dutchman Creek, however, we do not know if there's campsites or if there's water. And we got a very late start. So, what we are going to do at this point is follow super tree. We're going to take it back down to where we know where there's a campsite with water. And that is where we're going to stay the night. These packs are heavy. The heat's taking a toll on us. This Dutchman Creek trail is very strenuous. A lot of uphill. So, I am making the call about that. And you will be able to see some as we progress down the trail. So that's what's up right now. Like I said, we are almost out of water. That is not a good thing. So we need to find a water source so we can resupply. And
it don't help we haven't really ate anything since breakfast.
That is true. And we haven't. And so that is what we're going to do. And then we will regroup and get back on the trail tomorrow.
Oh, but that McDonald's breakfast
All right.
is so dilly.
So, strange turn of events. We got off on the wrong trail. looking for water. No water. And the trail that we got on led us to another trail, and we followed it. And we're actually here at a place called Wood Run Camp. I don't know if you can see it. There's not much. There's some camping spots, but there absolutely is no water. So, we're about probably 2 miles from the car. So Hound has left his pack here with me, and he's took off on foot to get the car, and he's going to bring the car back here. This is fucked. I'm absolutely exhausted. I should have canceled this trip. I should not have attempted it after being sick. And so I guess lessons learned. This probably isn't the video that you guys thought it would be. I'm disappointed. Like I said previously, we got a late start to begin with. I was sick this morning. I should not have come out here. And that's my fault. And now, Hound's having to walk to go get the car. And, fuck. So, all I can do now is sit here and wait for him to get back. But, unfortunately, this trip is done. And there probably won't be another one for quite a while. I don't even know what to say. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed to the fact that there's absolutely no water. And, I mean, we got ways to purify water, but there's just none. All the little creeks are dried up. There's no water at all. I mean, earlier in the day when we first started, we run across 2 creeks that had water, and we have consumed a whole lot of it because it's been so hot and humid under these trees. And the Dutchman Trail was way harder than we thought. And, so, this is done. This trip is done. The packs were entirely too fucking heavy to begin with. I don't know why the hell I fooled myself into thinking that I could do a 3-day backpack trip after being sick, and just a lot of things came together, you know, and it was just absolutely insane. So, I hope there ain't no butt raping hillbillies around here anywhere. There is some folks back behind us that are camping, and so I mean, I'm not down here totally by myself. There are some folks up there, but I guarantee you they brought water with them. So I mean, we have consumed every drop, and our water had run out a couple hours ago. And I mean, without water in these conditions, when it's hot and you're dehydrated, it doesn't make for a good experience. It does, however, make for a good learning experience. But I mean, you know, you can plan and try to foresee anything that could happen. I mean, when we started out, we had plenty of water, but I mean, if you get dehydrated, you get sick, you get slow, and it's so anyway, so like I said, Hounds went to get the car, and he ought to be back in about an hour, I guess. So I'll just sit here and wait for him. And I guess the best thing, if I have to take a dump, if you see right there, at least there's some type of outhouse. So I got that in my favor. But this is just, You know, and I mean, we started out with the best intentions coming out here today. You know, we were dead set, gung ho. But like I said, I was sick this morning, and I should have, you know, and I should have canceled it. And you know, and I didn't, and we decided to go for it. And I mean, don't get me wrong, it's been fun. It's just been entirely too hot. And so I should have gave myself a couple weeks to get over being sick before we came out here, but I mean, it's not going to get any cooler. It's only going to get hotter, and it has been beautiful out here, and I've enjoyed being out here. Except I think I probably sweated, my whole shirt soaking wet. I think I probably sweated about all my moisture out. We had just enough water left that Hound was able to take a little bit with him to get to the car. So, you know, I'm sorry to have disappointed everybody. I know you was all looking forward to some great backpacking trip, but unfortunately sometimes these things happen and shit happens. And you know, it is what it is. And so I think that we're going to hang the backpacks up for a while and work on other projects, our paranormal stuff. We got that going on, you know, our trains. But, I mean, this is ridiculous. And the water here is scarce. Now, I think that if we would have stuck to the Aurora Trail, there were some bigger creeks there. I believe we would have plenty of water. But on Dutchman Creek, there's no water. And so can you imagine what it would have been like if it hadn't rained at all any? But there's no water, and there's no places to camp. And it's just a screwed up mess of a trail. And so, I mean, the trail was nice, but it took a lot out of me, and a lot that I didn't have to begin with. And so anyway, it is what it is, and I'll let you know as soon as Hound gets back with the car. I hope he gets back with the car. I'm worried about him. He ain't been gone but 20 minutes, and I'm worried about him. So, but he can take care of himself. So, all right. Well, like I said, I'll let you guys know when he gets back. So, a little time has passed since what you just saw, and look who made it back. I'm sorry, I got the Michael Jackson thing going on.
I made it back from getting the car.
And I swear the dude wasn't gone but probably 30 minutes. And the last time, we actually came down this way, and we walked, because that's where we got off of the Uba Luba Trail, and we walked this whole fucking road. And so I knew how long it would take, but I knew it went right to the parking lot.
I did some shit I probably shouldn't have did.
So, I mean, you know, like, the dude went and fetched the fucking car, and when I saw the car come up over the hill, I was like, really? What'd you do, fucking run?
Yes.
So,
I crested the...
But when I tell you let
bend,
me take this fucking glove off, man.
I took off running, and I did not stop until I saw power lines.
When I tell you that there's absolutely no fucking water.
I did not see none.
It got to the point to where I was like, man, we cannot stay out here without fucking water, man.
I did not see none.
None.
There was places
where we saw water last time.
Where there we could see some camp spots where we could see creeks flowing behind them. Yeah. It was completely dry. Nothing.
And well, I knew when I woke up this morning. I was sick at work yesterday. I was having stomach issues and shit. You know, I was sick last week. Had to go to the hospital.
Oh, well, let me just swallow my water.
All right. You still got some left? So, so when I tell you, we felt like our situation was dire, especially backpacking out here, man. And there's no way, because all the stuff that we brought to eat, we had to have water. We wasn't counting on that there wouldn't be no water, because the last time we were here, all the little streams were full and running at capacity, and now there's absolutely fucking nothing. And so I'm sorry that we cannot bring you this kick-ass fucking backpacking video, but the fact of the matter is our health and our safety is far more important than camping out in the fucking woods, because we can do that shit anytime we want. This shit here today, and don't get me wrong,
Well,
I mean, I had a blast on the trail.
Apparently,
until I realized that we were
if I can run all that fucking way non-stop, not stop until I get to them
and
damn
we
power
didn't have no
lines,
cell service.
I'm fit as a damn fiddle.
Listen, we didn't have no cell service, but up on that ridge, we actually had some service, and I was able to contact.
Were you able to get the message I sent to you?
Nope. And because I don't have no cell service, we don't have none here. But up on that ridge, I was able to shoot. I talked to Lost for Words, Lori, and I told her, man, our water situation is pretty dire at this point, and because it's been so hot, and that trail is, and they don't tell you that the Dutchman Creek Trail is strenuous. They don't tell you how tough that shit really is, and it is. And
honestly, I mean, we've watched a few videos. They said it was rough, but honestly, I did not think it was like that.
And I kind of feel like a failure because we wasn't able to complete our goal. And I feel like a failure. I feel like we're defeated, and I feel like we defeated ourselves because we didn't. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we can't really control.
And look, here's the thing. If we would have had a couple jugs of water in the car, we could just stay here tonight. But we don't even have that. We don't have enough water to cook our meals that we have, because we got everything that we brought with us to eat is backpacking food. You have to have water. Everything's dehydrated. And so I'm sorry, man, but it is what it is. And so the Dutchman Creek Trail backpack trip, it's been a fucking adventure.
That it has.
And
sure has.
Larry Lizard, my boy, was cool as hell.
That was the weirdest damn thing. And I have no idea how long he was riding on my hat.
I have no idea how long that lizard was on your hat.
That was just absolutely the craziest thing.
But he wasn't scared of us at all. He was actually sitting there. He'd watch us move around. Like, he was like really cool. I'll be right back. I'm gonna move this.
But honestly, though,
right here.
I dipped my hat in the creek, and honestly, I think that's what he liked.
Yeah, it was cool.
He liked the cool of my hat.
And he just wanted to tag along. In a survival situation, I probably would have ate him. But anyway, the crazy shit is, like I said, man, we got too late of a start. We were supposed to do this trip Friday, and, Friday, we saw the weather, and it's supposed to rain, start Friday night and rain all through Sunday. So that was a no-go. So it was either I postponed it or I went to my boss. Shout out to Graham from Golden Corral to switching my days off on short notice like that.
Let me grab a smoke.
And but I mean, as prepared as we were for this backpacking trip, man, we
was not prepared at all.
Like I said, our packs were way too fucking heavy, and when you're on a strenuous trail, man, that 30-pound pack turns into 80 pounds really fucking quick. Really quick.
Do you think if I would have kept my pack on and went and got the car, do you think I would have been back by now?
No, you wouldn't even been halfway there. But so the thing about it is when you go out here and you do these trips, and there's a lot of backpackers out here that'll tell you, you got to expect the unexpected. And one of the unexpected things is you're going to, especially when it's 80 degrees under them trees, man, it felt like 90. When we first started, the first couple hours, we actually found water, but we drunk it.
The best way that I can describe about being under them trees is as hot as it was today. Felt like being a cigar in a humidifier box.
Yeah, I remember you saying that. You did say that. And
yes.
I mean, we sweated and for every bit of water we drank, and I even stopped and drank like this Gatorade that had electrolytes in it so I could prepare my body, and it just didn't do no good.
What my pits smell like right
and,
now.
Oh yeah, I stink to high heavens. And the fact of the matter is I am disappointed. I am disappointed that our trip is screwed up. I'm disappointed that I allowed us to come out here and I put us in jeopardy. And I put myself in jeopardy when
now hold on, Wolf. Well, I don't know if I would necessarily call it jeopardy, because we made it back to here.
I mean, we didn't even. There was like almost an hour and a half that we didn't even know where the fuck we were.
Yeah.
We couldn't pull up Google Maps.
That was my fucking doing.
The only map we had is when I took a picture of Hound, and you saw that picture. You saw that picture at the beginning in the intro where we're standing by the map.
That was the only map we had.
And I was able to pull that up and look, but.
And the occasional one bar we could get of service signal that would allow Google Maps to plop our
and let me tell you something, this is wilderness out here, dude. These woods ain't no fucking joke. And all I can say is, that it's the way it goes sometimes. And without that water, that's the crucial thing that you need out here, especially when it's hot. Like when we were here, a month ago, we drunk what? A bottle of water apiece, and then hell, we run out of water. We run out of water
halfway down this dirt road.
Going back to the car, and we didn't give a shit.
Well, technically, the truck.
Yeah, the truck.
The truck.
And but this was different because it was hotter, it was drier. Up under these trees, man, the humidity is outrageous, and and so it's a trip that we did, and we did give it everything we had. And I didn't have enough, and that's what it is. I didn't have enough. I didn't have enough, and are we gonna quit backpacking? No, absolutely not.
No.
The next time we come here, are we gonna keep our ass on the Uwharrie Trail?
Yes.
Yeah, because we know there's water there.
I'm not
Look, there wasn't even any. Even if we had water, there was no fucking campsites, and we had no idea how far it was. And when you got 30-pound packs on, and you're climbing up and down, and some of these things were steep as shit, wasn't they? I ain't lying.
Yeah, especially.
And plus, I worked yesterday too, last night too.
Especially on that little whatever that trail was I got us on.
So as disappointed as I am, I can also flip that coin and tell you I'm proud that we even, that has to say something. That we even attempted to do it.
And got food-barbed.
We got food-barbed, but we did, and we attempted it. And, so, I mean, Dutchman Creek Trail is a bust. And
yeah, for us.
It is. But there's lots of other trails, and Dutchman Creek is one of the toughest trails in Uwharrie. For obvious fucking reasons, because, there ain't no water, and, so yeah. So I guess I don't even know what to say anymore, man. It's just I feel like I'm let down.
Oh man.
But I also feel proud that my ass was able to even the condition that I've been in, that I was able to even come out here and strap that pack on that heavy and still make it this far.
Remember when I left you on that trail I got us on, and I went up that good little ways? Mm-hmm. To be honest, I was having doubts that maybe I may have done got us lost.
I was convinced that we were, and
I was having doubts that maybe it would have been possible we would have had to try to call for some kind of rescue,
or just
find us a spot
and put the tent up, and just hope for the best. But
I mean,
he did though. He
followed
stayed
my
on
hunch.
it, and I was falling. And I ain't gonna lie, I was falling weak, and Hound was keeping positive. Man,
I was following that hunch I had.
And he said he had a hunch. He had a feeling that we were going in the right direction, and we did. And so we're here, and we was like, well, if we're here and there's a source of water anywhere around here, then we'll stay here tonight, and we'll just go back down, and we'll go back up Uwharrie tomorrow.
And when we got here, look, when we end, we'll show you, because I went down this way, and I went down to where a little stream was, and I went as far as I could that way.
Yeah, hold on, let me show them. I'll
Yeah, show 'em.
which way he's talking
Show 'em,
about.
and I'll come point. I went all the way down the ravine to the little stream, or what would have been a stream
Yeah,
at
and
the
there's
bottom.
no water.
I went as far as I could that way. No water.
Yeah.
I followed that little stream all the way back up to where this trailhead is.
Yeah, he came out off this
Over
trail
here.
right here. Yeah, right
over
there.
here. And no water. No water. No water at all. At all.
So anyway, like I said, man, you know, you
I
could,
went down there.
yeah, he checked down
Followed
there.
the creek as far as I could down there.
And we saw water in that
No
creek when we
water.
were down here last time, didn't we? There was
I
water.
even felt the ground.
And there was
The
no
ground
water, man.
was still really moist,
But the water was
but
gone.
it felt like it may have been at least dry almost a day and a half at that.
And in a survival situation, then we would have just dug down and probably
Yeah.
found some water that was in the ground. But this ain't a survival situation. I'm not stranded out here in the wilderness with no
I would have.
no chance of rescue, and I have to survive. You know, that ain't nothing. I knew that we wasn't far. Once we found here, I knew that the car, we wasn't far from the car, and I don't. And to be honest with you, I don't think I could even carry that back anymore. That's how I'm spent, man. Everything I have, I used up coming up that trail when I thought we were lost. It wasn't even marked. We didn't even know where we were, and we're lucky that we're not wandering around out there now.
Yeah. I mean, thank God, at least it had some kind of little blue ribbon marker.
That's the only thing.
But,
And,
I mean, honestly, I think that was a bike trail.
it had to be a
I
bike
think that
trail
was
because I
one
saw
of them
bike tracks, but
bike trails for one of them
extreme, and it was an
mountain bikers.
extreme. Yeah, it was an extreme trail, and it in itself was steep as fuck in some points. So so I guess at this point, man, we're gonna put the packs back in this fucking car, and I'm going to the Waffle House, and I'm gonna get something to eat, and then we're gonna go home, and I'm gonna wash my stinking ass.
Yes.
And I ain't gonna lie, I miss my
Smoke a bowl.
kitties. Yeah, that too.
Oh, you know what else is gonna be waiting on you too when you get home?
Yeah, my abandoned farmhouse in the woods shirt.
Mm-hmm.
That's waiting on me. That'll be at the house on the kitchen table when I get home.
Can't wait to see it.
Shout out to my sister for retrieving that out of the mailbox for us.
Yes, thank you, Pam. Thanks, Sister Pam.
But all I can say, man, overall, on a scale of 1 to 10, overall, man, I want to give the trail a rating. Listen, if you want to do something strenuous and you like to be out there and all that stuff,
Do Dutchman Creek.
Dutchman Creek is a trail for you.
No.
On a scale of 1 to 10, Dutchman Creek I will give a solid 8. Just
For
what we
what?
were on.
For
and
what?
We hiked what, 11, at least 11 miles.
For 10 being the most strenuous and 1
yeah.
being the easiest.
Yeah,
I don't know, man.
I would give it a solid 8.
Yeah.
Fontana Dam, the
Fontana
Appalachian
Dam's 10
Trail,
out of 10.
that's like a 12.
That was 10 out of 10.
Yeah, that's 10
Sure.
out of 10. And
Oh, wait.
so
Wait. Don't forget. Now, Jacob Slatter's down. Second bastard.
well,
child.
yeah, that was pretty rough. And that was on you, Rory. That was pretty rough too.
Yeah, but don't forget that one we come up on
Oh
Dutchman's.
my God, that was terrible, man. And,
Who knew?
and it's so hot in the bugs, man, and we didn't account for that too. That that the bug, because we were just here a month ago. None of this green shit was here. There was no bugs.
Well, I mean,
it was
to be
nice
honest,
and cool.
That's kind of why I wore long sleeve
And
shirt.
some kind of crazy bug bit hound on the fucking ass, and got right there, just pants line, and it bit him. But and then I was concerned about that because I didn't know what kind of bug that was that bit him, and then he got a bug in his fucking eye, and I had to fucking literally get the bug out of his fucking off his eyeball.
He had to touch my eyeball. Did it feel weird?
No, and I was just more concerned to get that bug out of your eye.
But I just looked at that, and there ain't no signs of.
Well,
so
I mean, and I'm just saying, the bugs, like right now, the bugs are fucking terrible. And so I guess with that being said, man, I'm sorry to disappoint you guys. I'm sorry we're not producing a great backpacking video, sitting around the campfire and all that stuff. But let me tell you something. I'm smart enough to know that when we've had that kind of trouble,
It's time to call it in.
Yeah, you call the trip, and you don't push it, because that's
back.
how you get fucked up. And I'm not willing to get fucked up because I mean, I can always come back out here
Honestly,
and hike these trails, but I'm done with this shit for today.
The way you was doing when we come off of that bullshit trail, if we would have even continued to keep any more,
I don't think I could have
I
made it.
would have been more worried about your legs absolutely just foobarbing themselves.
I mean, like I said, coming up that crazy weird
giving
trail that we
away
didn't know, man,
and
I was spent then.
you not being able to walk out of here.
It was pure willpower. It was pure willpower with that backpack on just to get from that trail, which was probably, 3 miles back that way where we popped out to come here. And just by the grace of God, we popped out on it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was able to, pure willpower, just come here and take my pack off and sit on this log and send home to get the car.
And I made it there and back.
And so I guess that's the story of the Aurora Dutchman Creek Trail. This backpack trip is fucked.
But though, hold on, before we end this, I do want to rank this adventure altogether.
Okay, let's rank it. Yeah.
So,
10 being the best, 1 being absolutely la.
Well,
fucked.
I mean, we did have ourselves a pretty damn good little adventure.
Yeah, we did.
I would have to say, and I'm not even feeling generous at all, because I'm just too tired to feel generous.
Yeah, I'm
but
not generous.
I'll give this adventure a 10 out of 10.
I will, as adventure goes, yeah, I'll give it a 10 because it was fucked.
It was.
And but like I said, at least we have the common sense to know that when it's it's time to just pack it up. I don't need too many more signs to tell me that shit's fucked up. And when there's no water, that's like the most fucked up thing that could happen out here. And for those of you who don't know anything about the wilderness and has never been out here, without water, you're fucked.
I mean, to be honest.
To be honest, you're fucked without. You can do without anything else.
That's probably why there ain't nobody out here.
But without the water,
to be very honest,
you're fucked. And I'm not putting us at risk for a video or for an adventure. And not when we can regroup and come back out and hit the trail again at some point.
A risk like that is not worth the views on YouTube.
It's not. It's not worth it. And it's not worth getting
not
one
worth
of us.
The health and safety.
And it probably would have been me.
Yeah.
Because right now my back is screaming. And
my legs are screaming.
And so, Hound, let's pack this fucking car up and let's go home.
Let's do it.
All right. So I hope you guys understand, and you kind of understand now of what happened. It started out great, as you saw, but like I said, sometimes shit just goes sideways on your ass real fast, and not having water, and the water that we did have, and we brought plenty of water, but we drunk it because ain't gonna fucking do it, man. It's not. And
it's not.
Not when you're as thirsty as we are. And
or
been
when
as
it's
hot.
as hot as it was.
And so, like I said, the water is gone. And there wasn't enough water in that bottle to sustain us. I mean, if we could have mustered it up and stayed out here tonight, I mean, we would have had to come in tomorrow anyway. Because we would have been out of water. There is no water. He looked at the water sources that are normally water sources.
I mean, there's a couple we're going to check on the way back.
But there is none.
It didn't really look promising.
So you know what, man? I'm ready to get the fuck out of these goddamn woods.
Me too.
And go home and wash my ass and take some leave and smoke a bowl and
take a nap.
Yeah, so I mean, I hope you guys understand, but things like this do happen sometimes. And you got to be smart enough to know
it happens to the
you gotta be
the best.
Yeah, you got to be smart enough to know, man, that not to push it, because out here, man, can be fucking unforgiving, really unforgiving.
Well,
and
look, even we've watched videos of hikers on the Appalachian Trail, and they were kind of having the same situation as we were.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what they did.
It all boils down to water, man. It does, and it all boils down to water. And when there is none, and you're way the fuck out there like we were, and you realize And there's no water, there's no camping spots. You know, I don't give a fuck about a camping spot because I would have made anywhere a camping spot.
Yeah, I
but when there's no water, man, that's just, I'm sorry, man. It's just, you know, without that water, man, this whole thing, yeah, that's a deal breaker without the water. So anyway, I hope y'all guys understand, and I hope you at least somewhat like this fucking video. You know, we tried.
Yeah,
and
you know what though? That's the best thing we can do is all we tried.
But I will say this though, we next weekend we're going back to a location that we haven't been to in a while, and we will have a special guest with us.
And this location is going to be a surprise.
It's a surprise,
so you
and
just gotta
the special
wait.
guest will be a surprise too.
And a couple little special things that's going to happen at this location. It's going to be a surprise.
And I hope one of them things ain't fucking bees, because fuck a bee.
Yeah.
All right, so, Hound, let's get this car packed up and let's get the fuck out of here before something else fucked up happens.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Peace out, guys.